Hey folks, welcome to a new edition of the Bar Dad. Today we're at Johnny's Italian Restaurant in Mount Dora, Florida, talking about limoncello with my special guest.
It's me, Johnny.
Chef Gianni. Pull up a chair and we'll chat about it.
Salud.
It's the Bar Dad.
Make me cry.
Di voglio bene.
I love you too, buddy.
We are on the road in beautiful Mount Dora, Florida, at the amazing Johnny's Italian Restaurant here. And standing next to me is the amazing owner and executive chef, Johnny Liverotti. And we have a beautiful studio audience up here on the second floor of the restaurant. Today, chef, we are talking limoncello. Salud.
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 Prosit.
And this is limoncello that you actually made
Yep.
in the restaurant
From scratch.
from scratch. So
lemon and sugar and beautiful ingredients.
you're giving away the whole thing. Now they don't have to watch anymore.
Sorry.
That's okay. Sorry.
Just keep drinking.
Limoncello is an aperitif, right? It's usually served after dinner, before dinner.
It's a digestive.
A digestive.
No, digestive. Yeah, aperitifs usually is at the beginning. And this case is when you have one of those 10, 12, 15 course meal and you need to digest it.
It's a little sweet. It's a little sour, kind of like you, and it's short.
Short and strong.
Very. So, Johnny, tell me about your experience with limoncello growing up, and because I think they served it in a bottle when you were young and over in Italy.
They did right after my red wine when I was young. But in Italy, the concept of drinking is a little more loose than here. We enjoy drinking for the beauty of the drink, for the flavor, for the quality. It's not about quantity. Most of the family will make their own olive oil, will make their own wine, the tomato sauce when it's time to make the sauce, and the limoncello when it's time to have the lemon. When you have a lot of lemons, and you can produce a good liqueur like that. And this is something that doesn't go bad. So you can actually have it in your freezer and serve it to your guests. The purpose of doing it is to create the best limoncello you can make in your family so you can enjoy with the people you love.
Well, I love that because the motto of the Bar Dad is always drink something you like and drink for the taste and explore all these different options. And limoncello, actually, as you said, it's been made in everybody's home, right?
Correct.
But commercially, it wasn't actually trademarked until like 1988, which is crazy. And you had a great story. So when limoncello first came out of the market, you were like, woo, right?
Yeah.
So what happened with that?
Skeptical, all the family. If you go to any family in Italy, at the end of the meal, say, this is the best. This is the best. Every family make the best. So when they finally came into the store, in the supermarket you went to buy, they had to create something to make it appealing, marketing. That's what the people brain in the marketing went to work, and they create those beautiful bottles you can create. They were beautiful, almost statue, really art. But the product inside was just not good.
It sucked.
It was not good. It was not good. So you buy it, you throw it away, you make your own limoncello,
and put it back in the next bottle.
And that's how you
So in your professional executive chef opinion, what makes a great limoncello?
Very, very good quality of lemon, good quality of water.
Now the lemons, traditionally they're made with Sorrento lemons.
Correct.
Right?
However, obviously, for us here in USA to grab it,
we get Publix lemons.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the Publix, you just need to get the organic and make sure they're very nice and clean. And we will show probably the process.
Publix, where shopping is a pleasure.
It will be expensive, but it's okay.
This is why you're not on their marketing team.
No. Like anything else, the quality of the product that you will use, the ingredients, will reflect the end of your process and will make it better. I only use aqua panna, for example, which is a nice, beautiful,
snooty water.
Very fancy water. And we use grain alcohol, 153, and we use sugar, and we use lemon. So it's extremely simple. But yet patient. Patient is what make cooking, in this particular case, making liqueur the difference. It takes time.
Well,
to
if you,
make
if
a
you
good
ask my
beautiful
wife,
drink.
patience is my best virtue.
Well, probably if you ask my wife, it's the same.
Salud.
Salud.
So when we come back, we're going to walk through the ingredients of limoncello.
Yes.
And-
if it's hot, we already drink.
Oh, well,
Yeah. We just keep drinking.
we'll just keep folks, we'll be right back. All right, hey, folks, welcome back. So, Chef, we have on the table here the very simple ingredients that go into homemade limoncello. Why don't you walk us through
All
what
right.
we have? Let's start with probably the main ingredient
Of
of
course.
limoncello.
Yep. Limoncello, they're made, the lemon in Italy, which you know the name.
Sorrento. From
Sorrento is the town.
Sorrento,
Feminello.
Feminello
Feminello
de Santa Teresa.
de Santa Teresa. Those are lemons that they're much bigger, first of all. They have the skin is much thicker. So that makes,
Well, you Italians have a lot of thick skin.
that's what we say.
Why am I scrubbing the lemon?
Now, you want to have no chemical, no dirt, nothing that is going to affect the flavor and the color of the liqueur that you're going to be making. So you take a little water, a little baking soda, you let it soak a little bit like we did with this, and you scrub it off and make it all nice and clean, and then you put it in a container. You done? I'm very shiny.
You know, you're all posh. I made a comment that this is not just water. It's not just aquapana. It's
No.
unicorn tears.
Unicorn tears.
Yes,
Very
it's the
hard to
best.
refine.
Very,
hard
very,
to find.
very.
I find it, but I cannot tell you where I got it.
I got it from aisle 5 at Publix.
I got it at Publix.
Publix, where shopping is a pleasure.
Well, scrub lemon.
Okay, what's
and we're
next?
going to have sugar. Now, by making the sugar, more or less, you affect the flavor of your limoncello. So if you are a person that like a limoncello a little more bitter, a little
Dolce.
bit more sour, you know, dolce,
Okay.
you want to add a little bit more. I'm like very many chef or with a mama back at home. I don't have a recipe. I just
Little
make
bit
it
of this,
by the eye
little
and
bit of
everything. You know, there is recipe. I'm sure you can find many of them. My suggestion, if you do decide to make it, try, make a batch, not too big, see how you like it, adjust it. We're not talking rocket science that everybody can do it. Try and see which one you like. Which one you like.
I'm a little bit on the sour side.
On the sour,
sorry.
so you just put a little less sugar.
So I did learn, interestingly enough, that some recipes call for like 300 grams of sugar, which means a little shot of limoncello could be 150 calories.
Well, you prefer limoncello or Coca-Cola?
Salute. It is gluten-free.
Gluten-free?
Now,
Lactose intolerant?
well, it's not lactose intolerant.
Well, you can get drunk and you don't feel it. So
Disclaimer, though, while it is gluten-free, sometimes gluten-sensitive people, this is kind of the boring part of the bar dad, we use grain alcohol, so you need to be very careful, make sure you're okay with that. But generally, it's gluten-free.
some fancy water. You can use the fancy Aquapanna, which is
Aquapanna.
my favorite. Or you can use the gallon that you buy at Publix.
Publix, where shopping is a pleasure. Is
And then-
Aquapana the same as Evian? Because when you spell Evian backwards, it's naive.
So you have your very nice water.
Yep.
And you have your grain alcohol, 153.
Can I hold this?
Of course. It's like a baby.
Now, that it's a rule on the bar dad.
Ooh. Ouch. Are you gonna do what I think you're gonna do?
I'm gonna do
Are you gonna do it?
It doesn't
Are you
smell.
gonna drink this or that?
Well, this.
Ah, okay. I thought you were gonna drink this.
This doesn't smell posh.
No, I don't think so.
Salud.
Salute. I prefer this. I let you handle that. And that's how I lost my hair. But that's a different story.
And your virginity. Now we're going to talk about how to prep the lemons. And Johnny, I heard you're an expert
Yes.
peeler of
Yes.
lemons.
So you need to, it's helpful to cut the top and the bottom so it will make it easy for you when you work with the lemon. If you feel familiar with a big knife like this,
You are Italian. I'm kind of backing up a little
yes,
bit.
sir. Hey, paisa.
Yeah.
And then you just start working your way around it. Hey, Amarone. I mean, you didn't pick a cheap one. You don't want to use the white part.
The pith.
The white part. The
White part.
pith. No pith.
No, white part.
White part. So you don't want to use the white part. Why?
Because it actually adds a bitter taste to. Yeah,
Exactly.
we've talked about that in the martini episodes.
Yep. So you make it nice and sour, and unless you like that flavor, be my guest.
No,
I don't.
I tell you that the citrus oils that you get from this is just absolutely incredible. It smells amazing. The flavor is more pungent, and the more pith or
White part.
white part, that just adds to the bitterness and takes away from that wonderful citrus flavor.
All right, let's pay attention. So you cut it. Hopefully, your fingers stay away, and you work your way around it.
Well, I have a record of not actually cutting myself on the bar that. I've set myself on fire a couple times, but not actually.
Well, it's always the
Look at
first
you!
time.
Look at you!
You cut it nice and slow. You take your
I'm
time.
going to take this little piece here and I'll show them. So
We left little white.
you lift a little white
Little
part.
white. Yeah, I know. As all those limoncello I've been drinking.
Yeah, but I'm going to use
You
the
probably do
safety
better.
blade.
Safety one.
Like they serve in kindergarten, right? So I want to take this and just kind of cut it so it's just the.
Now you make me look bad.
Oh my God! Look at that! Oh,
It's awful.
no white parts.
It's too bad. No,
Piff off. Gotta keep it in the bowl.
getting worse.
So if you're making limoncello and using two of these handles or these 1.75 liters of grain alcohol,
Mhm.
how many lemons do you normally need to peel? Because this to get
If you peel it and you throw it away, you will need more.
It's gonna take more
go
time.
inside there. Yeah.
because it does take time to
It
peel the
does,
lemons
yeah,
if
it
you want,
does.
and you have to wash all of them too
You
before.
have to
so
wash them before.
plan accordingly.
Well, I would say about 10 lemon per liter. I know that's a bad word in American. We do have a liter.
10 or 11
Europe.
per big jug.
I would say a lot of lemons.
A lot of
A
lemon.
lot of lemons. That's my conclusion as a chef owner.
So we have a bucket of beautifully peeled lemons.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What's next?
Next, we're going to take this, which is not water, and we're going to take the top out. I've been doing
Take
this
the top
before.
off?
Yeah. No, not your top off.
Disappointed.
This is not spring break.
Like grain alcohol ban. So we've got all the lemon peels in here. We've got the grain alcohol. What's next?
Can I throw it away?
You can throw it away. That's why you don't see a lot of Italian basketball players.
I'm 5'3". Mm. Next is just wait. Now you're gonna just start your waiting process. This is your lemon with your grain alcohol, and one every day, maybe
So you
once.
cover it,
You just cover it,
right?
and every.
Where do you put it? You put it in the freezer?
You put it in the fridge, not in the
Fridge,
freezer, in the fridge.
Okay.
And then one every day you go in and you mix it a little bit, maybe 2 times a day,
Okay.
and you don't drink it. I know you. Don't be tempted. Do not drink it. Do not drink. Don't drink it. So you mix it and you just forget about it. You just leave it there for one month.
One month.
1 month. Now,
I know what you're asking. 1 month.
I know.
All right.
I know. I'm sorry, but that's the good things make.
Mi dispiace.
Ci vuole tempo. You take your time.
Okay.
So you mix it, and then a very good way to understand when am I going to move to the next step.
Outside of when I can't stand it no more.
Besides getting thirsty.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right.
And you take the lemon and you see if the yellow part is fully gone.
So you pull one of these
You
puppies
pull
out,
one of those out.
and they're like
It
all
needs to
white.
be yellow.
Yeah.
White, sorry. White out here. Then you take it out.
Huh?
You take all the skin out. You filter what is left. You can use a coffee filter. You can use anything you like to filter it. You filter it a couple of times.
Okay.
And you put it in the fridge. And you
Okay.
just forget about it. And now your next step is to make a simple syrup.
Okay.
You're going to need your fancy water and your sugar. Now, you can use, I'm still on the metric system, 1 liter of water for every liter of alcohol. He's smart, he's going to put the proper numbers, the size.
A little bit of this.
Little bit of that.
Little bit of that.
Little bit of that. So, water, sugar, you make them, you let it boil, just like you say,
Right.
and then you let it cool. Now your next step is actually when you're gonna make limoncello.
Okay.
Both of them are very nice and cool. You
Okay.
mix it together, and that's when two clear liquid will
Become-
turn limoncello.
We call this solution in the absent episode. When you add the cold water to the absent, there's a chemical reaction that turns it cloudy.
Mhm.
The same thing happens with Sambuco.
Sambuca, yeah.
And so when those two things come together, it get clouds up.
You get
a
cloudy
nice
and you get this
lemon-
beautiful color.
Yes.
Now the job is not done, because when you have the jar of beautiful limoncello, you still have to filter it a few
A
times.
few times.
Filter it, filter it, filter it, filter it.
Why?
It's not gonna hurt.
Why?
To prevent the discoloration, it's not your case. I know you're gonna drink it very quick. If you keep it in the freezer too long, maybe if some impurity and everything, it will lose the body, it will lose the color.
Oh, okay. And is that why it's important to use really good filtered water, like osmosis water, whatever, that doesn't have all those natural?
At the end of the
impurities
day, you can use distilled water, the same
Okay.
one that you put in your car.
in it? Once you have the simple syrup solution in the limoncello, you filter it many times.
Mhm.
Do you let it store some more, or is it ready to drink it?
It's ready to drink, however, it needs to be in the freezer.
So I learned something interesting, that the Italian lore, from what I understand, is when you pull out your bottle, you're going to see frost on the bottle. And if you pull out a limoncello bottle and there's no frost on the bottle,
Mhm.
it's not cold enough. And when the frost goes away, you got to put it back, because that's like the visual sign that it's good to drink.
Well, it depends also how strong it is, because it will never actually solidify. If you made limoncello and it become shaved ice, you made a bad limoncello. So
I don't think I've ever been accused
No,
of putting less
no,
alcohol in anything. Italians don't waste anything.
No.
So you've got an entire bucket of this peeled lemon covered with the pith.
white
Thoughts?
part.
White part. White
White
part.
part.
What do we do with this?
With this
Use the brain.
business,
Business, okay?
you have children, you want a spare income, lemonade stand. These always work. You can always add some vodka to make it more appealing, but that's my idea.
Tell us a little bit more about Johnny's Italian and what brought you to the United States.
Well, the reason why I came to the United States is because Disney was crazy enough to hire me to cook in their restaurant.
And they're still dealing with the regret.
I know, Disney is going down. But in order to keep their restaurant in Epcot Center authentic, they were actually hiring people in
Authentic
Italy.
Italians.
Yeah. So they came to Italy. We did the interview process. I got the job. I came over here and worked in the United States with them for about 1 year and a half. I live in Vista Way.
And you snuck out in the middle of the night and
If anybody lives in Vista Way,
don't go in the hot tub.
don't. But you know what I'm saying. I'm talking to you. After that, I found what became my wife. She was actually a guest at the restaurant, and I got to meet my wife.
So did you go up there and go, how you doing?
I went there and said, how you doing?
How you
You
doing?
gotta do it right. So, yeah, she became my wife, and I got the green card. Thanks, honey. So I've been here. They haven't kicked me out yet. So now I'm American.
American?
American.
America.
Limoncello.
So talk about the restaurant.
The restaurant is a fine dining Italian restaurant. We are very proud of keeping authentic by saying so. We don't do manigot. We don't do the parmesan. We don't do meatball. We don't do that. We do Italian food, what is meant to be authentic. And we've been here almost 20 years in Lake County.
That
19
is
years.
crazy.
And
One of the most popular restaurants in Mount Dora, and it's loaded with restaurants here.
it is.
Uh,
Right in the downtown area. So we have a prime spot. We have beautiful seating outside. This is our second floor. We actually do a lot of weddings here, small wedding, rehearsal dinner, private function. We have a wonderful room we rent out. But the most important is always the food.
Is the food.
The food is
I've eaten here
always-
many times, both at your house and at your official, and you were
Which
amazing.
I'm proud to say
amazing chef.
that, like for example, my tiramisu.
Very proud. It doesn't suck.
No, it doesn't suck. No.
No.
But our food, like my tiramisu, when
Mhm.
I tell the people, we have house tiramisu, not a restaurant tiramisu. It's different. That is the same that I make at my house. So, like what we're talking about with the limoncello, Italians always want to do the best product, and the quality is what we look to achieve, and that's what it's all about. It's not about making this much; it's about making this much, but beautiful, nice, good quality, and share it with your friends. So,
Salud, my friend.
salute.
If you want more information on Johnny's Italian, check out this website down here. And we'd love to see you at Montora and at Johnny's Italian. Chef, I've known you for over 20 years, my brother. It's been an absolute pleasure having you be on the Bar Dad. Welcome to the exclusive club. Many of my co-hosts in the past are out here in the audience. Let's all raise glasses of limoncello to Chef Gianni. Knock over the bottle again. To Chef Gianni, salute.
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 You drank it all. Oh, no, you were put some back. Johnny, again, I really appreciate you being here today. If you want, please hit that like button here in YouTube. Subscribe. Follow us on Instagram at The Bar Dad. Comment on the video. Comment on posts on the Instagram site. We'd love to interact with you. If there's something that you'd like us to explore on The Bar Dad, any type of drink, any history of drinks, please let us know. We'll be happy to help you. And as always, Johnny, we got to close with our favorite saying. Hang on. A little bit of this for that. There you go. There's
Yeah, I
the
was
shot.
getting thirsty.
All right, it was a little parched. Folks, remember, keep your tiny chefs close and your limoncello piccolo. Piccolo? Piccolo.
I've been called Piccolo.
Folks, keep your chefs close and your limoncello closer. Salute.
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 Again?
Salute.
Keep your friends close and your scotch closer. It's the Bar Dad.